Hey guys, Technomentary with a video for you guys. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up the SIM card and activate your iPhone SE 2022 model or the third generation of it. So let's get started. So you can see here, this is the newest third generation iPhone SE here. Getting it out of the box. So out of the box, it comes with a couple things here. We're going to go ahead and power it on. To power it on, it's really simple. You're going to just press the side button here if it's the very first time you're powering it on, but it will power on. Just press it hold about 5 seconds. You should see the Apple logo, which means it's powering on. While it's powering on, I want to go ahead and check in the box here. This is a charger cable. If you need to charge, you will need a block that has USB-C in order to charge. And then here is the pamphlet with some instruction. But the key thing here is the SIM ejector tool, which comes with it. Now, if you don't have this one because you're buying it secondhand or you got the phone from someone, you can also take a tool like this. This is basically a paper clip folded in a way so that I can open the SIM slot for it to be able to put the SIM card in. So here, as you can see, the phone turned on. So I'm going to close out the box here just to show you how to get started on this device here. So have this, and then what you want to do is take this on your right hand side. There's going to be a little pinhole here. That's where you put this in order to pop out the SIM tray. Now you'll want to put this and pop it out just like that, and then press it in firmly, and then you should see that tray pop out. Again, you could do the same thing if you don't have that with the paper clip. Works as well, equally well. And then after you have that, what you'll do is, if you have a SIM card from your old phone, get it, or if you have a new SIM card, it's a nano size SIM, you're going to match up the cut corner you see here, and it's going to lay flat like this, and the text should be up this way, and then the bottom where the other copper looking piece should be, or a gold piece. So it'll be just like that, and then you're going to put it back into the phone. And that's if you're using a physical SIM card. I'm just going to show you how you'll do it if you have an eSIM card as well. So if you have the physical SIM card, you'll just put that in and activate it. So I'm not going to, and then you can press it in, it's going to sit flush like that. But if you're going to do an eSIM card, I'll show you in a second how to do an eSIM card as well. But basically, if you have this one on, it will work for you. So, and then you want to go ahead and start with it. So it's probably going to be on a hello screen. You're going to press the home button and then start with the language, your country or region, pretty explanatory. Set up manually. You need to connect to your Wi-Fi or connect the phone to a Mac or PC in order to set it up, as we'll need internet. So I'm going to go ahead and type in my password for the Wi-Fi here. Alrighty, so I just typed in my Wi-Fi password, and now I'm just going to wait till it activates. It says a couple minutes. There's generally, if it doesn't take a couple minutes, like 10-15 seconds, and then we should go on to the next screen as well. So it's being activated right now, and let's just be a little patient here. And first thing is data and privacy, basically some information you can read. You hit continue. Touch ID, so because the SE comes with the Touch ID, you'll need to set that up. So in order to set it up, all you'll do is put your finger in like this a couple times and then keep on doing it, and then it will set it up. So as you can see here, once you just touch it and you just keep on doing that, so just put your finger up and down, like you just take it on and off till it reads the different angles, and then you're gonna hit continue, and then you're gonna adjust the grip, so more of your finger. As you can see, I'm moving it around different angles to get whatever angles you can, and then hit continue, and then you're going to enter a passcode here, whatever you want. You can also select a different option if you have like a 4-digit one, or if you want to do numerical here. So I'm going to do just a dummy passcode here, but make sure yours is more complex. So here I'm just doing a really super simple one, and then after that, let me just enter this one more time. Alrighty, so after that, this is basically setting up your passcode and then Touch ID. You can always set it up later. The next thing, which is really important, especially if you're moving your data from an old phone like iPhone, you want to do either restore from the iCloud backup, or if you have it on your computer, plug it in computer, or directly have the phone next to you and it'll also activate it. If you're moving to or from Android, you can always, there's an app for it as well. You can follow the steps here. Or if you're doing it simply a clean slate, you'll select that option, which is in our case. Next thing, Apple ID. Now Apple ID works a couple ways. You want to sign in to existing Apple ID if you have one. That's the easiest way in order for your things to be synced. You can also create one for free. If you don't have one, you just simply click on that and then it gives you the option to either create one, or you can set it up later in the setting. Or if you forgot your password, you can always reset your password. I'm just going to simply skip that step. But remember, you need Apple ID in order to do anything on your iPhone, pretty much from downloading apps to using iMessage and FaceTime. But basic stuff like phone calls and internet will work. But for other stuff like the app, you'll need to use that. So here, and then you get the terms and conditions. We're going to hit agree. Keeping your phone up to date is basically giving the iOS update to give you a notification when it comes out. So you're just going to hit continue. iMessage and FaceTime, pretty standard for you to use the iPhone. And then location services, you're going to turn this on if you want to use maps and other services like Find My. So up to you. I'm going to just not turn it on for now, but make sure you enable it in order to use those services. Siri, which is a voice assistant, when you hit continue, it's going to allow you to choose a voice, and then you can choose the different voices, and then it's going to ask you to say 5 commands. I'm just going to skip this, but you can always come back and set it up. But basically, go through the prompt if you want Siri enabled. So I'm just going to hit continue here, and then ask Siri. So basically, in order to activate Siri on the SE, you have to press the home button, which will happen for you to allow Siri. And then improving Siri and dictation, we're going to just simply not do it, but if you want to share that data. And the next thing is screen time, which is basically a weekly report you get for how much time you spend. If you want to utilize that, you'll hit continue. If not, you'll just set up later. Again, all your personal preference. iPhone analytics, what happens is Apple gathers information. You can choose to share that data with Apple. None of your personal data, of course, just how well different services are running. Or you can simply choose not to. I usually don't share it, but it's a personal preference. And then you can choose the dark versus light mode depending on what appearance you like. I'm just going to hit continue the default. Standard and zoom, if you like to have your text bigger and such, you want zoom, but standard works as well. And then you will get welcome to iPhone and get started. And we're all set up with our SIM card. Hopefully, if you have a physical SIM card, your carrier should show up. Now, let's say you don't have a physical SIM card, you want to activate eSIM. So the eSIM also is supported on this phone. In order to do that, again, we're going to settings here, and then you'll want to locate your cellular option, and there's an option to add eSIM. So all you'll do is click on that. Now once you click on add eSIM, there's usually 2 ways to do it. First one, if you have your other phone nearby, you can have it here and can transfer that over using a verification code. The other thing is you can use a QR code, which your carrier should be able to provide you if you're using an eSIM card. So a QR code is going to look something like that, and all you do is like scan it because like this, and it will activate that carrier for you. This one, I'm not going to add it right now because this is just a random one I got, but basically it's just scanning it so that you can get the eSIM profile, and it will activate like it would on a physical SIM card, and you just don't have to use a physical SIM card if you're using the eSIM card, which is what most big carriers are going towards now. And if you wanted to set up by nearby, you can click on it. It could detect the phone if you have a service nearby, and it will couple things will need to happen is that you'll need to make sure that it's unlocked, running with Bluetooth on. That's important. And then the other phone is on iOS 16 or later as well in order for the transfer and nearby eSIM card to activate. So that's about it when you're activating eSIM card. Like I said, if you haven't signed into your Apple ID, you can do it here right now or create one, but you need Apple ID in order to download and install app. But besides that, you should be able to now make phone calls and start texting and browsing and doing whatever you need to. So I hope this video was helpful in setting up your iPhone SE for the very first time. If so, please make sure that like and subscribe button, and for future tips and tricks on your iPhone, hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys the next time.